Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. Stream, yeah, whatever we're gonna call it. Right, this is like a little bit of an impromptu stream today, actually. I was sorting out some of my stuff and I've decided to sort of like start terraforming the back of my area. So I thought I'd stream it while I did it. So you guys can keep me company and keep me motivated, because this is a task. I'll show you what I've already done. I did this last night. So the big straight lines, I got rid of all of those over there. Still a bit square here and there, but do you know what? When you actually notice it now, it's not so noticeable. Could improve a little bit, like over here and stuff. You know, little things. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is Camelot, since it's been quite a long time already. So yeah, I've got to shift most of this mountain, or hill, or whatever you want to call it. As you can see down here, like I've cleared this platform. This platform, there's going to be like a house, a villager's house in here. And then obviously what happens is when I've been building, this sort of thing's happened. You know, like I've had to dig out a clearing and I've left it square and it's not looking great. So I'm going to try my hand at terraforming. Hands up straight away. I ain't the best terraformer. If you're looking for someone that's really good with terraforming, I ain't your guy. I'm just going to do what I think looks good or looks acceptable. I don't know about the word good. But yeah, let's sort of get on with it, because there is a lot of the... Oh, don't tell my inventory's full already. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and get a couple of chests. Actually, maybe a couple of shulker boxes. That'll probably help. And we can sort of bring a lot of the stuff back with us, because these resources will come in handy. Obviously, some of the stuff that's in my inventory I'm going to need to put down. Well, I've got quite a bit of dirt, actually. Stone I have very little of. And I've been using stone quite a lot of recent, so... Seeds, I don't even need seeds. At a certain point in the game, I just find seeds are just... not helpful at all. I'll take all of these shulkers. Thank you. I've got to put seeds in there, look. Too late now. Let's get some things up here. Stick those in there. And then we'll take a bed with us. Not for mobs, pretty much most of it, all the light levels are all correct. The problem that I find with this is that when I'm when I'm doing outside work, it's phantoms, and that just keeps those off our backs. Right. Ta-da. Right, we'll stick these down here because we'll not be doing much in this area. I've got one rocket left on there. I never took that. Oh. Never took them flowers out. Right, we'll do that as a spawn point, and right. I don't like, for some reason, I don't know why, but I just really don't like leaving materials behind. Some people can just, like, leave them off the floor and stuff. I just, for some reason, it's like, comes into my brain that, like, that is just so much a waste. So what I'm thinking of doing is, to start with, is the basic. Is I'm going to push each one of these back one by one. You know, like to create a staircase. And then see what I end up with. And then shape it from there. So, obviously this would be the next row. So then I'd want this one at this level. That's what I did on that other side, and it turned out okay. So that's what I'm going with. And then we can give it some shape and stuff after. So now I'll do the same on this side. See, that's actually overhanging there. I don't really want that. So I'm going to push this back by one. And then push all this back by... What? This is probably going to change as well, because when I push this back, it's going to alter all this again. So... but it will actually help. I think that is too big now, isn't it? You can all fill in up and everything at a later date. Right, we'll put flowers, seeds, and whatever into this box. And stone into the others. I want to leave it sort of rounded as well. Right, let's just start on this big wall, because this is the wall that's really I'm having issues with. So we'll take all this out, and then we'll push this one back too. Can fill bits in later. That's okay. So we'll push this back 2 now. And the next one will get pushed back 3. And I could have set up a beacon as well, but that I think would make me go a bit too fast, and then I'd lose any accuracy. I know terraforming, you don't really need to be like completely accurate, but I just feel sometimes it's easier when you're doing it like this, that you have some form of control, especially when you don't know what you're doing, like me. Right, so see how we got like this staircase appearing now. Let's get rid of the dirt. And then so we've now got a staircase looking sort of effect. Let's put a torch on here for now. We're going to break this one eventually. If there's someone that is a lot better terraformer out there, and I'm doing this completely wrong, please shout it out, because like I say, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I think is right. That's probably the best way to put this. And maybe there is no right or wrong. I definitely don't want to leave this like a square box either. I want to round it off in the corners over here. So I'll have to do a bit of manipulation there too. Right, I'm going to get rid of all of this time. So I'm going to get rid of all of that too. Better watch the durability of my tools as well. Any holes and stuff I can fill later. Light levels, what we're looking at. We're all good. Oh, I like levels are cool. Maybe time for a inventory wash. Right. Oh, stone in this one. Seeds in this. And no. Allium in that one. Okay. So we're a little bit there. I think it's looking a lot better already, even just being in its square form. Right, now I can... That's the other thing that I don't understand. Sometimes this goes like really steep and like has 3 or 4 blocks vertical. And I've got to try and blend that into this. If I have to take some of this off, I'm not too fussed. But I can make something around the castle anyway to support it. So I don't mind if that actually happens. I'd rather it happen at this stage of the game than like a lot later on. I think now is the right point to do this task. In fact, I should have done this a little while ago in hindsight. But you know what? It's something that's got to get done. Literally take hours though. So one layer back per time. I'm also looking, you know, in the debris for torches. So if I break one, I know that I've... I'm gonna box this off a little bit, actually. Let's get rid of all this junk up here now. I'm hoping that I meet the top line of this very soon. Because it goes back one as I'm moving it forward one, so this could be a never-ending process. Right, let's remove that completely now. I'm gonna pop a torch down on that. I'm going to accumulate quite a lot of dirt from this. Yet again, we're probably all going to have quite a big area to fill at the end. And all this stone has to go as well. I need to remove all the stone. That should really have been there. It's not annoying, this task. This is, I wouldn't say it's therapeutic either, but... You know what, it is kind of sort of relaxing, just doing this bit. Stressful bit comes when you're trying to shape it and get it to how you want it to look, and then you can't. That's the bit that I fear the most. That it's never going to come out how it is in my head. The daunting task for me right now is that I just know it's going to take a crazy amount of time. And this crazy amount of time I could be doing more interior to the castle, working on some more villager buildings, could be working on my mini games, some of my redstone farms, anything like that. It's got to be done. It has to be done. Right, so stop whining about it, Swifty. Let's just get the job done. The longer you moan about it, the more time it's going to take. Right, we definitely need a torch there. Ah, so we're now near the top. So this is some good news. But the problem being now is the whole thing looks like a staircase. Yeah, see? There we go. Right, so the whole thing now looks too much like a staircase. Hello, mister. Now we need to shape it. I mean, granted, this... I think this already looks a ton better. There was a big hill here separating this. This was right out to here, by the way. And I cleared all this off and made this little sort of feature here. So that looks a bit blocky just right here. This bit. That's what I've been doing, is I've been coming along and I've been just like chipping away at bits if it looks a bit blocky. So what I want to do now is I want to curve this into here, into this section here, because that is going to get removed as well, that piece up there. So I want to curve this around into this. So I'm going to need to start from here. Let's just go at it. I don't know what I'm doing. Evident. I'm gonna mess all this up. Because the terrain that's like pre-generated, I think looked really good as it was. It's just not gonna suit where I'm building, or the way that I'm gonna be building. So that's the reason for me terraforming it. It's like cutting your child's hair, isn't it? You want to do it like really, really good, but you're frightened. That's why you take them to the hairdresser. You don't want them to look scruffy. That's exactly what issue that I'm having now. Okay, I think we got away with that one. Maybe, no. That looks a bit blocky there, doesn't it? That looks okay. That looks like it almost naturally filters into this, because there's going to be a pathway up here, like a large pathway that comes down here. Because I'm going to remove this pathway and replace it with that one, and have one that's coming straight down into my actual buildings, into the village. So, right. That's semi-okay. Oh yeah, that's... looks a bit rough there. that like big overhang. I think that was there anyway. So now how do we do this part? That's a good question. Do I push this back that way? Remove a bit more of this chunk. I don't want this area to all look flat though. Well, I suppose that is up a couple of blocks from that. I need to make it go in a sort of a C sort of thing. And if I do that, I've got to remove all of that. Do you know what? I'm just going to do it. I want to do it. I'm going to remove all of this. Oh, that's where one of the caves was. Down there. So I did light it up and... stuff down there. And then covered it up. Because we were falling in holes all over the place all over here. Right, so maybe it'd just be better to remove the whole thing, this thing, and then build it myself. So this is where a beacon would come in handy. I want all this to be grass too. I'm not bothered about the resources. See, I can add some definition into that later, at a later point. And now I've got a little rock to deal with. Let's take another 2 layers of this out. Might need to go and do some repairing as well. Might be an idea to actually have a villager in the castle. You know, that's like that we can do certain trades with. So that might need to happen. The same thing as what I did the last time. Well, there. Okay, we're all good there. Okay, I'm gonna build this. Up like that. At my bed. That should clear the rain out as well. Right, get rid of that. See, now that's looking really square now. So we can chisel away that, maybe. Yeah. Take that away. So that's probably one too many there. What I might do is put 3 there, something like that, bring this out a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. So it looks now we've got like a little bit more of a natural flow. These buildings are not on the same, going to be on the same level, but to me it does look like there's a little bit of a flow. So I could actually even remove a little section of this. But I would like to push this back. Let's just do that. Let's push this back slightly. I'd like a bigger sort of pathway through here. I don't mind having this bit out here, hanging out here. A few more off of this. Yeah, I think that's around about where I want to be. Yeah, so now we have got like this. I've still got some work to do over in this one yet. So I might as well do it while I've got my shovel in my hand. So that doesn't look right. Either does that or that. Right, so we've got like this little wraparound cliff up here. That block in the corner is freaking me out somewhat. I'll do it. Maybe block there even as well. Right. I'm going to change out all of these stone blocks for dirt blocks. But not yet. But it will be done. That will be done. Okay. So I don't mind having these things like this sticking out, so long as we can do like this sort of thing towards them. See, that would make a really nice flowing path down here. Like coming in down here, and then having this split off down to here, to the entrance to this, and this could wind round and down here, across to this building. See, it's a lot of work. I did believe it. Someone did actually offer to help. Help me do this. But I don't know whether they've physically got time to do that or whatever. I'm not going to hold them to it. It would be nice if I did, because the person that sort of offered is an actual really good terraformer. I also know on how much work would be involved in doing such a project. It's not just a case there's a couple of 100 blocks to move. It's a case and it's a couple of 1,000 blocks to move. If not tens of thousands. See, and I'm actually behind my own schedule at the moment for Craftwise. I took a little bit of time out, and I'm not just a little, I am a lot behind where I need to be. I have this castle build to finish, the quest system to put in place. I have Merlin's Tower to start, which is going to be over there. I have a big plan for that sort of mountain area. I haven't even started the other village over the other side. I haven't got none of the actual just dwellings. These are just like the job. You know, like we've got the farmers, the windmill thing, the stonemasons, blacksmiths, the fishermen. We've got all those in place. I haven't even started with the actual the villager living quarters yet. You know what? I'm going to leave them stone for now. It's not important. What is important is now getting some shape to this. And this is the bit that I don't know how to do. I mean, I could just chip blocks away like this. But I always end up like that. Maybe that's how I need to do it. And then maybe something like this. I don't know if this is going to work. That's why I'm only doing it with an area of 3 right now. Yeah, it probably will work doing it like that. I think what's putting me off is the stone. I think all the stone's going to have to go. I don't think it'll take too long to replace the stone. Yeah, see, and then if we start creating other breaks, and let's just do a channel all the way up, like 3x3 channel all the way up here. We'll go this way this time, and then like really hard over here. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go lighter. 1, 2, 3, and hard. 1, 2, 3. We'll come back here. 1, 2, 3. And then we're pretty much back on this plane, so that sort of worked out a bit. Right. see that it's sort of like carve that channel out. Now what I want to do is I want to carve another channel going sort of this, that way, and then around. And that probably start with 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A hard one this way. 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we can pull off some of this. Like that. Okay. These still got decent light levels because I've been pulling out lots. Okay. Right. Let's go down and have a look and see how that looks now. To make it look proper, I think I'm going to need to... Okay, yeah, so now I have got like a little bit of definition in here. Now I need to like elaborate on this. Like, so how we've got these things, I think what we need to do is push these back, you know, like diagonally. So let's do that. Start off small and then we'll start pushing these back. Just by like sometimes 2, sometimes 1. Let's push that one back another and have a thing like that. Right, let's have a look. It's just gonna be like a back and forward in now. Just look at doing little tiny adjustments. Oh, see, now that looks a mess. That just really looks a mess up there. I'm gonna put that back. Still looks square to me. I think that whole area needs to be pushed back 1. So I think this needs to get pushed back. Right, now push this back. We'll do the same to this. Let's have a look. See what that looks like. I feel that ah, yeah, that does look a lot better. Where I've pushed that out now. So I want to push this out now. Let's push that one out. Yeah. getting there. It's getting there. I think the best way to do this is probably going to be from the sky. You know what? That's not... It's not terrible. The biggest problem here is it's all in one line. So... I think I need to... I think I need to move some of it. Because it's... I think I'm going to need to do this sort of effect. That's very blocky there. It's getting better. I'm not sure about this bit now. Really not overly happy with this bit. That looks a bit blocky over here now. So that needs to go. See, I think the other thing as well is because it's all on one plane. It's just like one staggered back to the other. I think I could do better. It would look better if I had some like definition between the layers. So maybe I'm going to need to push a couple of them back by 2. So I'm going to start here. And I'm going to push this one back 2. So let's start with that. So we've got a pushback of 2 here. And let's do the same on this layer. Right. You know what? It might be better to push them all back by 2 and then add to them. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do it. Because I think trying to add to it is going to be better than trying to take away from it. I know that's not normally the real world situation. I know it's always better to... Well, no, technically it is. You can always add a little bit more, but you can't take stuff away. So let's go with that philosophy for now. We'll just pop these into here. And then la 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 la. So yeah, we are just making like a little two staircase now. That's not an issue. That really isn't an issue at all. a real issue now is going to be... Out my face. You got some work to be getting on with. Right, literally no idea what I'm doing. Right. So we're gonna end up with another square ring again. Do you know what? I can deal with that. I can actually deal with a square ring. Let's now hold this up by 2 again. Should have loads of room now that the village is gone. And obviously we're going to add back to it. Make little formations. Right, granite. I haven't seen granite in ages. I'm being a bit silent. I know I'm just trying to put a little bit of thought process into what I'm doing. This is getting steeper. The more I get into it, the steeper it's getting. But didn't this happen the last time when I was doing it originally? It started to get really steep, then it just backed off into nothingness. Oh wow, my inventory's full. Marvellous. Grass blocks in there. Gravel in there too. And flint. I've got another resource to store. Marvellous. As I was saying anyway beforehand, is I'm seriously thinking about putting like a villager with a select trade into Camelot Castle. Just for repairing my tools. I have quite a lot of, like... Get him down to... like 1 emerald a trade, and have something like a librarian in there with the book trade and the bookshelf trade. So we can just use or exploit his trade for repair. There's a lot of earth we're moving now. I can see me end up cutting a lot of this mountain off by the end of this. Should a replay bar did it? Because I think this is going to be a chore. Wow. All this for a little villager's house. I should have just found a plains biome. Iron, yes, if we need that. For those of you who don't know, I have a very, very efficient iron farm right now. To the point that I built the main system storage, and then I had to build an overflow system with item sorters to take out the poppies and turn it into bone meal. And even that is at full capacity, and it keeps breaking because there's that much coming out of it. Right. I don't know what I'm doing that for. Should really do that. Let's just fill them holes. We might actually need to go back to the starter base to repair the tools. I know we've got over half the durability left. So it'll probably last us all stream. Then I can repair it off stream. Don't really want to lose this shovel. So it does have mending on it, so I might as well take it to my villager and mend it. This is how we need to do it. Well, that was a way. The villager would be in bed if it was night time. Oh, he's going now. He's going. He's going for it. No chance, dude. My bed. Right. Keep it up, 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 up. Right. Hopefully we've got out of the stone area. It can be a bit quicker. Bing, bong, boom. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm just trying to add some form of shape to it. So when I get to that point, I've got a little bit of reference. So, oh. See, I have loads of cliff or area. So, yeah, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Let's pull that back. Let's put a torch there as well. We've got them too. And the inventory is full again. That's a lot of dirt. Put seeds and then flowers away. I'll never see me getting an entire stack of iron. Right, let's climb back up here again. What I'm quite tempted to do, as ludicrous as it sounds, is carry this right the way over. So these are my two. You know, let's start at the top, work my way down. My monitor's just decided to update. Thank you. You probably still seen that and didn't see it, but my entire monitor went black and decided to perform an update. Oh, is this another one of the cliffs, the caves? Yeah, marvelous. Ah, don't know where that came from. Right, okay, so I've got some more stone to maneuver past. Nah. See, that's gotta come. That's gotta go down there, and that's that path. So, that is one of my paths. That could actually be a thing. It might be better to actually, like, completely... It might be better to completely do this all the way up here as some sort of base line. That was a bad idea. I'm just doing one line. And now I'm going to dig down there and fall down that hole. Let's remember too deep this time. Plus, if I haven't got enough dirt. The reason for doing it too deep? Well, that's simple. Because when you're building and you need to dig down a little bit for your foundation or something, you dig down only to find a cave underneath you. Let's go this way this time. Probably need to put more torches down because I bet the light level sucks right now. Let's go and check it. I don't want mobs spawning, eating all my villagers. What's it looking like from up here, light level wise? Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. It only takes that one block to get a zombie. And then it's a bad day at the office. See, there's 3 blocks over here that I missed. 4 maybe. So I can walk down this side. Do that. What torches cost, I don't really mind. I'd rather replace torches than replace villagers. Okay. Where were we? This. Have I just done like a layer 4? Do you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna leave that. Build this up this time. I'll leave this one at 4. Is the cliff that we're going to be removing at some point down the line. So So I'm okay with that. Let's remove this and place these down. That's where that cave was. Okay, so we're back to 2 again. Then go in. That there just for now. We'll go another 2. I think possibly, but this was a huge hill as well at some point because I had to flatten all that area. This is not the first terraforming job that I've done up here. There. Turn that off now. Oh dear, so how long have we been doing this for? Oh, just over an hour. Well, I actually got a bit of progress done then. So these last two streams have actually been quite... Did actually get quite a lot of progress done. Which is good. All the stone has got to come out. So we'll go back to... So, go in here now. Right. Okay, so it is going to take some away of that, and I'm not bothered about that. That's really not an issue to me at all. In fact, I think that'll make it look even better. If it can take away some of the flatness to this area. I'm even cool, like, pushing this back some more. I wouldn't say I want to push it back too much more. Maybe there's a couple of areas on here we can push to a 3. I mean, what did that take us? 15 minutes to do that. That took us like 15 minutes, and we could push that back. So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if we push this back by... Some of these by 3 blocks. So 6 times. We'd push this back 6 blocks. So we'd push it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'd push it back to here. And I think we'd be okay with pushing it all the way back up to here. You know, like in line with this. Yeah, there. So I think I'd be alright with pushing it back all the way to there. So we've got 1, 2. Don't need all these there, do we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we could push this back 14 times before we start to really create an issue. Let's just check. Yeah, because the 14 would be in line with here as well. 14 would be in line with this. Oh, so maybe that's what we need to do. Let's push some more back. I'd really like to push this one back. So I'd like to push that one back to 3 and have this one to 2. this one. This one's obviously going to push back to 2. I'd like this one then push to 3. Let's push. Let's push this one back to 3. It's a lot easier doing it now. Now we've got like that staircase sort of patterning. Right, this one needs to be 2, doesn't it? What I need to do is just keep doing this bit by bit. And then once we get it right, we can sort of copy this pattern all the way across the line then. And we'll have our sort of base for it. I'll push that back by 2. This one needs to be pushed back by 2. I was saying a bit ago about the tools lasting till the end of the stream. I'm now don't think that's going to happen. We may need to run back to starter base and repairer's tools. Don't really fancy going up to the gold farm, doing it up there. Right. Ooh. One resource that I really do need right now as well is stone. So all the stone that I'm pulling up is actually quite beneficial to me. I like having this one as a 4, so I do want to leave this as a 4. I really did like having that as a 4, so I am going to leave it as a 4. Yeah, that looks okay. My inventory's almost full again. Right, let's get up and get the... Let's collect these materials. Fill these holes in. Right. My brain's going like at 5 times the speed it should be right now. Because I think I've nailed it. I mean, yeah. Granted, it's not going to look great right now. Well, that's a lot of dirt. Now we've got granite to play with as well. And the alliums. Now obviously we've got to take all this stone out. But stone is one of the resources that I'm currently after, so so it's this plane now. Snack time. This is just so long. Right, and this is one of the ones that I want to have a lot of. And I can grab that one. Grab all these materials too. Right. So let's empty these resources. So what I'm gonna take the stone out of this one. Put it into that one. And fill this one with dirt. Right, okay, so that... I still would like to push some more of these back, like 3. So get like 2, 3, like maybe have quite a few, then have this one as a 3. And then that one going on to a 4. No, do you know what? I might just leave it like that. And then maybe here. Push this one out. You know, the one on this big plane. Push this one to like a 4. Well, let's just do that right now. You know what? Let's not just talk about it. Let's just do it. I'll have to fill this hole up again. And then we haven't got enough blocks to fill this hole in. Right, so I have this elevation as a 4. And then the next one as a 3. Yeah, I'll have this one as a 3 wide. And after this, we're going to empty the inventory, go back to the starter base, repair the tools, and maybe start to come up with the pattern for this cliffside. Let's just pattern more of this away, actually. Oh, it's raining. Now I'm going to get wet feet. What a lovely thing to have is wet feet on a cold day. Alright, I'm going to remove this all the way to the end this time. And then going up on this elevation, 3. So we're taking this one 3. Let's get to here. Let's go down it with spade. Then we'll take out the stone. And this next one is the top elevation, so we'll pull that back 2 or something. But the reason why I'm doing this is with the 3s and the 2s is so we can like add to the cliffside and like create like little semicircle shapes in it and like some curves. Because if we've got this room to play with, we can do what I did over here, because that's what that was. And you know, it's I don't think it's too bad this now compared to what it was, seeing as it was just straight lines. And this was all 2s, 3s, and 4s, except for this bit, which was a humongous bit. But that's what I did with this, and I think this like actually doesn't look too bad. And that's exactly what we can do with this. And then I am going to push it all the way back. Right, now I'm going to do the F7 thing because I want to make sure, because we've changed so much of the terrain now, that we have decent light coverage everywhere. Look, see, there's a area mobs could have spawned. This area's a little bit low. I think we're okay around this area. There's just one creeper, or could make my day a living hell on here. Creeper, even a zombie could potentially do it if they got into like the farm or something. But we're going to have to start thinking of some names for the villagers as well, because I really want them to all have their own unique personalities and stuff. And traits. See? So we can cut this back. Instead of taking this out, we can cut this back into the semicircles. The top there, because it's so flat. But I do want to kind of build things in here as well. So I do want some areas, you know, like I think it'll it would be really cool to have like another building, like maybe a church or something, like facing north, west, south, east. That was north anyway. So facing north, so we could have like a little church down here, which I think would be really, really good. Let's get rid of the rain. And then the hard part now is going to be pushing all of this back. Right, we need to go and repair the tools because I do want to push. I mean, we've only done like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've only done 15, and I want this to go another 1, 2, 3. Oh, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All the way to that yellow wall. It's about 40 odd blocks. So that's all got to get pushed back by about 40 blocks. And to the point where this actually has to be even lower. That side has to be lower than this one. But I still need it to meet and intersect. So that could be interesting on how I do that. But what I think I should do first is level this all off to that. Then work on bringing this slope to meet that slope, and we can do that because we've got the gradients to do it. So we could meet them, and then swing it round, and then try and meet back into this mountain over here, like over here somewhere, and try and meet back into it and then reconnect to it. If not, we're going to have to build a great big huge retaining wall somewhere, like around the back. Which, if it's going to take that long to terraform, I think I'd probably be better building a retaining wall, like a guard wall or something, which I would do. Something that I hadn't planned, but I could do it. Okay, let's just get rid of all the rest of this stuff in the inventory, and let's get to... Let's get back to the starter base. And we can repair the tools. And if anybody doesn't know, should we fly? Should we fly? We'll fly. Right. It's quite a long way. But yeah, you'll actually now get to see on how far away I am actually from my starter base. Over there somewhere, not too far away, is actually the shopping district. And I know I go and run onto the nether roof and things like that, but I could, if I wanted to, just walk. Not walk, is... rocket there, because it literally isn't that far away. And there's some civilization down there. And then we're like literally here. So over this way is our starter base. Literally didn't take long. It's a 4. I have done that on 3 rockets, so I did. It's like a 3 rocket ride. Let's go and put the mud back first. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is going to trade for... Is this empty yet? Let's do this first. We'll go and see the reserve thing. That's what we were doing yesterday. We'll see if this is all unlocked. Why is that still locked? That should be put in... That's a little weird. That shouldn't be doing that. Might actually keep this line open in case that problem does arise again. How do I lock that off then? And then keep that as a access area for the redstone. Put those in there in case I ever need them. Seal the system off or anything. That's it, so both. Why is there 27 in there again? Should be none in there. That should have nothing in it. Is the redstone when it's flashing, is that powering that? Maybe it's just too much for it all at once. Maybe. I don't know. Right. It's working of sorts. It's only the poppy system, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. It'll probably need redesigning at some point. But yeah. Let's put this iron in here. And then trading time. We'll do that. Right, let's trade with these fellows. Hello. We're gonna do that. Of course, because I haven't done this yet. I should have had. Should have had that in my hand first. That was a silly mistake to make. I bet he's repairing my armor first. Not a problem. What we can do now is we can go and buy glass with the emeralds. Now we're... You haven't got glass trade. Let's go and put the glass away. Now... I'm not looking for the cat. I'm only one cat head away from having the whole set. Emeralds, 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 emeralds. We'll put those in there. Put those up there. Now we're going to do books. So we'll start with 10 books. Now let's start with some emeralds. Let's buy bookcases. You sell bookcases, sir? Yes, you do. And you? No. You? No. I need you to. Let's sell the books. Oh, you do not buy books, sir? I only got one book salesman. I thought I had more than... one. Weird. Okay. Been a while since I've done that though. What else can we do? What else can we sell? Or what else can we buy? One thing I've always wanted to know is what would happen if you melted diamond armor in a furnace? I've never actually tried it. Have we actually got any? If I put that diamond helmet... Now let's do a chest plate. Diamond chest plate in a furnace. I bet it doesn't do anything. No. What about a blast furnace? Would it be cool if that turned into a diamond? I suppose it'd be way overpowered if it did. Right, these... no, still not buying anything. What can I buy? Let's just do the quartz. Right, swap to that. My trading didn't go as well as I expected it to. That definitely needs to get refilled. Don't know where that cat's coming from. Is it upstairs? It sounds as if there's two of them. Sounds really loud from there. There's more than one of them. There. Right, some string. And a Calypso cat head, is that? Tuxedo cat. Tuxedo cat head. Tuxedo string. String. Emeralds, let's take a stack of emeralds and fill up. What else can we buy? There's literally nothing else that we can... Name tags, maybe? Name tags always come in handy. Can still hear another cat. But that'll do. Put the emeralds in here. Have we got any potions or anything? Tell you what, actually, one thing that we do need is we're going to need these bells. So that's going to be very bell efficient for us. Bell efficient. Don't know where that other cat is. So all I need left is one black cat. Right. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, we've got another head. Put that away. That's a ragdoll cat head. Yeah, so it's just the black cat heads. That's the only one that I need. For the whole set. Right, we'll use the nether this time to get back to our base. Okay, so doing over that side. And I've brought the... I have brought the thingamabobs. Say the thingamabobs. I have brought the name tags to put into storage. So I'm going to have to stop at the storage room here to go and get some chests, I believe. Pick up half a dozen chests. Set. Oh yeah, so as you can see off camera as well, I worked on a lot more of the corridors and stuff. Chests. 6. 6. Let's go 10. They've got a lot of stuff to move. Name tags, name tags. These with those. And bells. Bells is going to be important to us, so they can have their own chest. So we're going to put bells right here. yeah, like I said, I did a off camera. I did a little bit more work on the interior. I'll show you. This is what the rooms are like with now the pillars inside. As you know, yesterday I placed the signs to remind me on what things are going to go where. And up on the next floor. Oh, missed that one. So I've still got the pillars to put in these. And then inside here, we now have a kitchen. We've got some meat on the bone cooking. And then obviously that leads into the castle. So I'm going to do some item framework in here and put some bits and bobs like on the cabinets, and over here I've got this little thing. I want to put something in here and make this look like there's 2 chickens cooking, and yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. And then this one's going to be like the storage room. I'm going to put that into there. So I heard a skeleton. How can I have a skeleton? How do I have a skeleton? I'm sure I lighted all them up. I'm positive I lit all that area up. Oh, maybe I didn't light it all up. Oh no, look, there's a couple of areas just here. I don't want skeletons walking in my attic. I think I definitely lit all the other ones up a lot better than this one. Yeah, that's enough said for that. Right. So yeah, we've got a nice little kitchen in place. We've got some hallways done. That bedroom part was done. So we are making progress. Just not with any haste. I maybe put the chests here. Right. Let's start from here. I ain't bothered to. Oh, that is going to cause an issue right away, isn't it? Yep. Start from here and work our way across. One. Can't see the durability of this shovel lasting too long. Good news is I do actually have 2 shovels and 2 picks, so if I need to I will swap over to my looting, not looting, yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh, hiya, Huffle. It's still working. Everything looks really cool from what I've seen. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's hard. This is hard. Now, I've got myself into a real predicament. So I'm gonna try and get the terraforming done. Right. So thought process again. Let's get this thing pushed out all the way over to that side. So it's all level with this, and then we can play with the design and how everything goes on it. It's gonna take ages. Probably. You know what? I'm gonna do it because we're gonna bump into so much stone now. I think it's gonna require a beacon. I do normally tend to bring a beacon at all times. Like beacon box, there it is. So where can we build the beacon? Put that up there. 1, 2, 3. If we build it up in the air slightly, it does a good few blocks down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been a while since I've actually used a beacon for a project. But this should take probably half an hour, if not more, off of this by using the beacon. So probably silly not to use it. Because we're no longer going for precision. We're now going for efficiency. Beacon. Smolian. A glass not in there. I normally bring a piece of glass to put on top of it. Oh, I haven't put no torches on it. I don't think anything can actually spawn on the beacon now anyway. Yeah, the light levels are cool on the beacon. So, there. I have got a couple of... Oh, it's because I've been digging. Let's just... Yeah, that should solve everything. I did have iron in there anyway. Right, so let's just check. That is haste 2, yes. We do have haste 2. Music's gone. No, it's not. So, I don't think it really helps very much with the shovel. Because I think that's pretty much already maxed out. But it does with the pick. Not really much point in putting torches back down on them ones. Because all I'm going to do is dig around again. I do want a torch on that. Right, come on. Let's put torch here. Yeah, that's just so good. Just instant mine. Obviously all this stone is going to be all of this stone is going to be dirt, because they're all going to turn into grass blocks, obviously. So all of this dirt needs to go. As well, taking out multiple levels at the same time rather than doing just one. And then we can always replace it after. I think that'll work a lot better anyway. Right, let's kick him out of our bed. Oh dear, right. Let's... Yeah, all this grass has got to go. All this dirt. We're keeping none. Getting rid of the lot for now, and then we'll put it back. I don't do things by halves, literally. And this project is going to show that now. Right. I can't remember how many next one was. Was that a 2? That's a 2. Don't think this is actually going to take as long as what I thought it was going to take. especially with all the chests and everything set up. Dirt in this one. Flowers and seeds in this one. And we'll put stone in this one. And we'll put ores in this one too. Right, let's got another two. Down this side. You know, at the beginning of the season, I could not find iron for the life of me. And now I'm swimming in it. Everywhere I look, there's iron. Yeah, I think I found diamonds before I found iron this season. And even the diamonds were still difficult to find. So that's saying something. Right, it's another 2. Okay, another 2 section. Getting through it. We're gonna have to remove all this as well, though. I've just thought about that. This is all in the way. Yeah, so there's a lot more to move than what I think there is. So that has been us over 2 hours now. That's the reason. Not only does this track that's playing right now is like my theme tune, but it's also positioned in my playlist at a certain point that it comes on at the 2 hour mark. So therefore I know exactly how long that my stream is carried on for. So if I only want to do a 2 hour stream like normally on a Friday, when I do it, which I think I'm going to be changing my stream days as well. Because Friday's not going to work for me. Coming up shortly. Especially near the summer. Let's put that there. Next one is a 2. No. Right. Jump down to this one and go for the next one. Right, I need to remember it's important to sleep now because I'm running without torch levels and there's going to be a lot of light level 0 sections. So I'll need to remember to... As soon as that villager makes a break for my bed, I need to be in it. Because I don't want the rest of my villager friends to get their faces all chewed off. Nice. I don't know if this is some of the most entertaining work I've ever done, but it's certainly... It's definitely just a sort of chill out session, that's for certain. Oh. And in my head is now actually saying, Swifty, why did you start this? Why couldn't you have just left it alone? And we could have worked our way around it instead of taking out the entire mountain. Mountain, hill, whatever you want to call it. Even when we've got it leveled, and I've got to remove all the stone and replace all of these stone bricks with dirt, and then after that we've got to turn it all into fancy patterns so it looks more generic rather... Sorry, looks all generic? Looks more realistic. That's what I meant to say. This is a 3 wide section. Oh, and then on top of that, we somehow have to then terraform that level into this level. Oh, this is going to be so bad. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, Miss Spade's already down to nearly half durability already. I've only just repaired it. Closer to the shulkers than the other storage system, so however this system's almost full. I don't want to waste anything because I'm going to need another far too many. Oh, we're nearly at the ground. So that's pretty cool. Right, I'm going to use this as a 2. Keep an eye on that. Sky. Up my bed. It would be funny if villagers could kick you out of the bed as well. I don't know why I'm filling this up with stone when... Right. Placing the beacon was definitely probably one of the better ideas that I had. Right. Now, light levels. Let's do this area first. So 1. Okay, so we're okay for that part. Okay, should be good with the light levels now. Just check up here and around this side. There's a 2. I don't like 2s. There's a 1 there. That means if anyone of them others got broke. Okay. A little bit happier with that. Right. We'll turn that off. How can you show the levels like that? It's with this. It's with mini HUD. And you just use the mini HUD thing. And is it under? It's not under info lines. I think it's under generic, and it's light levels, and you just turn it to true. It's the same as like I can see what's in shulkers. It's that same mod. Like if I press that, it'll tell me what's in a shulker as I hover over it. Mini HUD is really cool. It does a lot more than that. It's the one. It gives me that up in the top left-hand corner. It gives me all the coordinates and everything, obviously. But you can turn slime chunks on and stuff. You can generate shapes in the world. Anything like that, really. Where is that? Anyway, because for some reason, when I came back into here, my slime chunk seems to be turned off. And I need a new need to reset a key for it. I think it's under renders. Overlay slime chunks, that should be true. Ah, that's it. So everywhere where there's a green box now, that's where there's a slime chunk. Then if I press 4, it goes away. I don't know why that, for some reason that's been turned off. Also, there's a slime chunk like right here. I'm inside a slime chunk right now. Dancing inside a slime chunk. Right. This is not great. So this is where this next building's going to be. It's going to be in this area. Now I need to somehow manipulate that into that. And that could actually take a long time to get it up there. Unless we do it as a cliff. That might be an idea. Hollow this out and have it like as an overhang. Yeah, I think the link's inside in the Discord. The link for mini hood. You need mini hood and thing if you haven't got it. If you haven't got mini hood, you need something called Millilab and mini hood. But if you've already got Lightmatica, you've probably already got. Oh right, okay, you just never got it. It's probably one of the most powerful tools. Because you can sort of when you're setting up like AFK spots, you can set it up perfectly. It's probably this is the best thing, so you can oh yeah, forgot. You can do your despawn sphere, so you know exactly. Turn it on, add shape, enable. So everything now inside this, something can spawn inside this circle, inside this dome. And then, you know, like your AFK spot, if this dome is touching the bottom of your farm, you're at the perfect AFK position. This is probably one of the best tools with it. It's the one that I use, probably the most frequent. Right. Anyway, back to this mess. I think it will probably be better to turn this into like more of a cave. Like send it back and then have like a little overhang on it and stuff. I think that would look really cool. But we still got to trim this back over that way. So we'll work on that next. That shouldn't take too long. We'll just do what we've been doing. We're going to do a 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. All the way up. And I'm breaking torches again. I can hear them breaking. I can hear them snapping. Right. So this... Let's put that torch on there because we're not going to break that building. So now we need to take this into a 2, but we need to take it back to as well. Or should we just... No. Let's just do it this way to start with, and then we'll work on it from this side. That's probably the better option. Right. Oh, there already is a cave under there. That's quite handy. It's not a cave, it's one of them noodle caves. Right. So this needs to be moved over this way and come and join this. This could actually encroach into here now. That's going to be a problem. Oh no, do you know what? No, it's not, because I will build a new base. If it comes down to there and it encroaches over there, I'll just build a new flat area. It just means we may need to move all the shulkers and stuff out of the way. So yeah. pointless covering in those noodle caves, wasn't it? Bedtime. I don't know how many torches that I'm breaking, so... Let's quickly sleep. And grab down this way. Yikesy. 1, 2. Right, we'll fill this hole in. Right. Just trying to think to myself as well on what I want to do and where I want to go. It's really quite difficult at the moment, seeing as I can't reach the top of it. And it's going to be a good few levels before I am able to reach the summit of it. It's not helping speed very much. Right, oh, brainwave, I think. Let's work it out where the next one's going to be. So this is going to be there and there. And let's do this. Take it up this way, like that. And then that way, don't need to build bridges. Yeah, that works. It's weird how you don't get experience from coal very often now. Right, that's that one. So let's just do this on stone for now, so we know that's what we're keeping. So now we've got 2, 2, 2, and now we need to go another 2. Breaking all the torches again. And yeah, we are getting quite close to the base. Like I said, I'm not too fussed because I can rebuild it. That's literally not set in stone, that location. I just thought it would be nice to put it there. But if the land's terraformed, it might look better somewhere else. I'm starting to like the fact that you can now start to see the buildings from each other instead of just seeing like the roof of line of it. It's all obscured by mountainside. I think I went down too far. Should be doing that with dirt, not stone, because that means I've got to replace all that area with dirt again. Next two, I do that. This. I think we're quite close to the top now as well. Obviously we can't have this one as a flat wall either. So we're gonna need to manipulate it again. How wonderful this will all be. Terraforming. Who actually enjoys terraforming? Oh. I mean, I can understand the benefits, like when you've done it all and you like look at it back and go, oh my god, wow, that just looks awesome. But is he actually doing it? I'm like, what is this nightmare that I am now in? I've miscounted here, haven't I? Swifty can't even count to 2. There we go. I'm going to have to move all my kit. Let's go and put all my stuff back into my inventory boxes up here. What are you doing with that sheep? Is it funny? Did you see that villager? He was like standing there doing something to the sheep, and then when I came up, he ran off. Very suspicious. Right. Gas block. We'll put them in there because they're not going to get many of those. Shifty all this lot. Put it over here. It's funny, shulkers don't kill grass blocks. I've never really noticed that before. That's an interesting concept for a flower farm. If shulkers don't do that. Oh. I'd never noticed that. No, let's just concentrate. Let's just concentrate on the terraforming project because I'm actually building a farm in my head right now. I'm actually building a flower farm in my head. After I've said that. Right, okay, so that's not fun. What do I do here? Because that's gonna... all that work that I've just done has just pretty much been wasted, because by the time this finishes, it's going to end up here. And then I'm going to have to recut all this again. No. No. Don't do it. Oh. This is why I hate terraforming. Nothing ever goes to plan. I'm going to need to recut this entire thing. Everything that I've done in this entire stream, like in the past 3 hours, has like literally just been wasted. Because I'm now going to need to start from this point here. Oh, yeah. So like 3 hours of work. I'm going to have to... obviously, it's going to take me a lot less time to do it. But I'm going to have to recut every single section of that all the way back by 3 blocks. So how... and is that going to collide with the castle? How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Have I actually even got 10 blocks that I can do it with? Yeah. I've got 10 blocks of room. I had 16 originally, I think. And then we brought it back some. Yeah, look. I know I've got this massive verge here that we could take down to 2. It's going to take away from the look of the place. Unless we gradually do it and start taking, instead of 4, just take 2 away from a certain section. It sounds complicated the way that I'm saying it. Oh, let's just get into it. Right, let's cut this one out and the rest of the section as soon as we started it. Oh, terraforming is such a pain. At least one thing. At least it's going to look. It's going to look a lot better. Now I've got another cave down here. Right. And then we can do something with a pattern to that at a later point. So now we're going to have to cut all this back. So there's my beacon. I'm still in range with the beacon. So that's cool. There is still a bit of a cave, so that's small little pockets like that. That might also help, but it also might hinder us. So we're going to push it back to the same as what we did with here, and we're going to push it back by 2. And we're going to build up this. out where this is gonna bring us. Oh, this will be forever known as the Minecraft moment that made me cry. Actually, no. There probably is a bigger moment than that. Which we won't go into right now. This is a lot of work. I can't even think how I'm going to do it. I need to turn a corner around here. So, do you know what? Let's just forget about this side completely for now. Come back to that. Let's just concentrate on pushing this one wall back. So, that needs to be 2 in. We know that. There's another cave. I did say that when I first came to this island, we went walking around it and we were just like literally falling in holes everywhere. It was actually hilarious. Now it's not. Now it's not hilarious. Now it's a pain in the backside. Because now I'm just finding all these holes that I've covered over with dirt, and I have only done them at like one. I was only doing them at like 1 layer deep. So now when I find them, I'm doing some terraforming or laying a building down. I dig down 1 block and I fall down a great big huge hole. So now I need to go up to the top of there and dig down by 2. So it's here, so that. Go up. I reach that. Yeah. I fell into a hole. Another hole. See, this area was just so full of holes. I should have filled them up properly the first time. I would have probably saved myself an absolute ton of time. Instead of just being lazy and doing 1 skin of dirt. That's quite interesting. Right, I need to take them out again. I don't know why that happened. Should have been able to reach that from there. That was my ankle. And I want to shatter my ankle on the ground as I hit the floor, using my face as a brake. That's lots of. I need to empty the inventory very soon as well. Nuts. Let's see if we can go to the top and take some off it first. There's two. Right. Getting night time again. Fantastic. Oh. That. Copper. I'm not going to complain about the materials, at least. I'll probably use most of the dirt when I start to do the infill. What did I just pick up? Oh, an oxidaisy. Time to get on for 1:30. Let me fill that hole up. Yep, that'll do. So I should be able to get this last part of the two from on here. Oh, my inventory's full. Marvellous. Oh, almost flew right past my chests. I am literally not sure how much longer I can keep streaming either. I'm trying to... go for as long as I can. But it's been 3 hours now so far. Not been my longest stream ever, but even though I did have breakfast this morning, I am getting kind of peckish. But obviously, I didn't plan on streaming today anyway. That's why this one was like completely improv. I just was doing this terraforming, and I thought, do you know what? I'll probably be better in streaming it and being able to talk at the same time to make it less boring, which that is actually the case. It's actually made it a lot more interesting, and I would have probably given up by now if I hadn't have been streaming. I think this, do you know what? I think this is actually going to look really nice when it's done. You see like how when these are like all curved round and put into circles. So I'm actually kind of glad this has actually happened now, because I can see it. I can see it in my head. I can see this gradient going up here, and now it's starting to swing round. So yeah, fair enough. It's a lot of work to do, but I think it's going to be really worth it. Like having this actually like naturally flow round in a circle, like to here. My only concern is it's going to hit the baseline of the castle. It's going to make like look like the castle sitting on unnaturally on top of something. But yeah, again, we could probably terraform it out, because I don't mind even if we lose some of the height of the castle, because in honesty, from that section to that section of the castle, I'm not even using. So if maybe 2 or 3 of those layers were lost, I am not fussed at all, because it has got like quite a lot of height. So the only thing is it would mean if we get to that stage, it means that I'll show you what. I don't mind doing the work. This is what we're going to have to terraform. We're going to have to terraform everything. Like literally everything around here, all the way around the entire castle would have to be terraformed. Like I say, I'm kind of happy. I don't mind putting them hours in to do that sort of work if it looks good. But it needs to look natural. So let's just see how it goes along. But I think this is the way forward. Right here. I didn't want to admit to that, but yeah, fair enough. Right, next one. 2 in. Go 3 down. Knock all this out. I bet there's as well. I bet there's close to maybe 300 to 400 hours of work to terraform this entire mountain in total. Do not forget, I've already spent 17 hours terraforming it when I built the castle. And when I removed all the other peaks off of this thing and all the valleys and all that lot. So, and that's minute compared to what would probably need to be done. Do that with that block. Push all that area back as well to this side. It's all going to have to get pushed back. More durability in my spade. Did I put my torches in that chest by any chance? I thought I had more than 2 torches about my person. So I wonder if I packed them away. Let's check these. Chests up here. I think I may have packed my torches away. Yeah, I did. Right. 2 again. One. 2. Definitely not complaining about the amount of stone I'm getting though. If I can get a couple of double cases of stone out of the deal, I'll be happy. Right, that's that. So hopefully should be able to go at the bottom now and finish this one. Inventory full already. Yep. Yeah. Definitely a couple of double chests full of stone really won't go amiss at all. That's quite a lot of materials. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh, big yawn there. Big yawn. How long have we been on? 3 hours and 5 minutes. And oh, look at that, some emeralds. I'm not leaving them in the ground. Right. See if this is any easier. So I'm not talking very much. My brain's like literally turning off. There's only so many times I can tell you the advantages of a dirt block. It's I'm sure the highlight of anyone's day is to be told all the sort of definitive products or properties of a piece of dirt. Oh. But on a brighter note, that's a thing. As a brighter note is actually a thing. I haven't got long left until I go on holiday, which is amazing. It's the first time I've been out of the UK since COVID. So I'm looking forward to it actually now. I'm going to Gran Canaria. It's a place that I've never been. Can't say that it was on my bucket list of the places to go to, but you know, it came up and thought, why not? I wanted to go to Disneyland, and Other people didn't. So oh, Disney World rather, not Disneyland. But I will go there. Maybe next year. I say that every year. Thank you. It is going to be awesome. It's, you know, it's still got a beach, swimming pools, free drink. What more could you want from a holiday? Oh, this is... That's the other thing that was just right at the beginning. I was really hard up for coal, and now it's everywhere. You personally like colder locations? I like going to countries like Finland, Norway, and Sweden. Funny enough, I actually really want to go to Iceland, and I'm not talking about the supermarket Iceland. We actually have a supermarket in this country called Iceland. But yeah, I really want to go and see the Aurora Borealis. I would really love to see that. I would love to go to Norway. Yeah. Oh, your partner got to see it in Finland. Okay, that's really cool. I don't know if you've seen like a picture the other day. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't at home. I was at my family's home, and I got sort of a glint of it. You can actually see like the sky starting to turn green. And that was like right outside like my old bedroom window. And I was like, I've never seen a green sky in this country. Never. I'd actually physically love to see the proper Aurora Borealis. I'd love to rent out one of those like little Icelandic domes. You know, this looks like an igloo, but it's made of glass, and you can sleep in that. So you can actually literally sleep with it all like right above your head. I'd seriously love to stay in one of them. I can't remember what the thing's called. It does have a name. Yeah, it would be awesome. Probably a bit cold as well, though. I think you'd have to like sleep in like snow gear or something, I should imagine, because isn't when the best time to see the light show in the sky is like when Iceland's at its coldest. Oh, it's raining here now. Saying that, It's actually snowing here right now. Like, literally, it is probably about 10 centimeters deep with snow right outside in March. But it's going to be an it started snowing here yesterday, and it's carried on snowing all last night, all the way through to today. I think it's really lovely when it snows here, except for when you're trying to go out somewhere. Like, guarantee you there's something you're going to need from the shop, and then you've got to get in your car and try and drive through the snow where it slips everywhere, and then when I was a kid I used to love the snow because I was just like outside throwing snowballs at my friends, and well, I say my friends, it was mostly my sister. But you know, like building snowmen in the back garden. I used to love that. And then as I've got older, I've come to like go, oh my god, now it's snowing, what am I going to do? Because now everything's so difficult to get to, or... I mean, probably at a certain age you start to see snow as more as a hazard than something as fun. And that's pretty bad. I don't think I should be doing that. Is that right? Should I be doing that? Yeah, good. So that's gonna lead to there. And that's gonna lead into the next one, so it's gonna go across there. That into there. Yeah. This was that cave, wasn't it? Right, okay. So that's a bit better. You still get really excited about snow. The one thing that I do like is I like seeing my dogs out in the snow. My dogs are so funny when they're out in it. Because they're only very, very small, like, because they're both Shih Tzus. They walk, and they walk with their nose in the snow, and they like leave a trail, and they come up, and then they look up, and the whole face is just white, like it's like a big ball of fur with a snowball as a head, with a nose sticking through it. It's so funny. I've got some pictures somewhere that I'll have to put on of one of them, like Bailey, when he was a puppy, and he was only probably 10 or 11 weeks old when it was snowing outside, and we let him outside because he'd just had his injections, and he was running around in the snow, wagging his little tail. It was So funny. And he was just a snowball with legs. Oh, my monitor's updating. Huh. Oh, your dog loves stomping on frozen puddles. Well, that would terrify me. You know, like if I ever went to a lake or something and it was frozen, I'd be like, I've got. Oh, she does it when she sees us do it. Oh, right. Okay, so she's copying it. Oh, right. That's clever. I like it how like intelligent dogs are sometimes and they copy things. We've got one. At the moment, though, we've got one pooch that is slightly poorly. She's the mother of the pup. We've got Bailey. So she's actually poorly at the moment. She's got an ulcer in her eye, which is quite painful for her. So, been having to give her like antibiotics and painkillers every hour. But the one thing is she's never ever let it bothered her. She's never let it bother her. She's been really brave through it, in fact. But it is getting a lot better. We took her to the vet the other day and they examined it and they seemed all really happy. They said the ulcer's getting smaller, which is a really, really good news. The little bit of an infection that she had in it, that's all gone. So, because the vet was at one point was talking about if the ulcer gets to a certain size, they have to remove the eye. That's like, oh my god. Luckily, she's a little fighter, this one is. And I actually bought a bar of peanut butter doggy chocolate the other day to cheer her up, because that's like her favourite treat. And she was very, very happy with that. Yeah. The only thing is, though, is no matter which one of our dogs gets a treat, the other one also gets it as well, so she did have to share it. But technically, the other dog she's sharing it with is her son, so... Yeah, that doesn't stop her from being a mardy cow sometimes, because she can be really, really mardy when she's got a toy. She's got like this pink fluffy bone, and she's the only one that's allowed to have it, and that includes us. She'll go and hide it, and Dogs do the funniest things. It's really funny when she tries to hide anything, because she'll go like upstairs and hide it under the bedroom pillow, but she'll leave half of it hanging out. And then you come in and she'll look at you, she'll look at where she's hid it, she'll look at you, she'll look at where she's hid it, and then the moment your back's turned, it's gone, and she's away out the room, and then she's in another room trying to hide it again. I think dogs just really do the funniest things. And I think it just cheers me up no end. Yeah, dogs really are amazing. As when I was a child as well, as my dad was actually allergic to dogs. None of the rest of my family were. Just my dad, so we weren't allowed to have pets. Not properly anyway. Had some pets that, like, non-furry pets. But it's like one of the first things that I did as soon as, after I finished university and had a job and my own house, literally was at the animal shelter, and I rescued a little dog from there. It's one of the first things that I did. Because I know sometimes you call, like, you call your dogs your pets and stuff, but no, they're not. They've become an extension of your family so very quickly. And because they're always there. Yeah, that's how I see ours. Dogs. There's like Boo and Bailey. They are our family. Some people say it's like stupid, because we don't have a birthday party for them, but you see, when it's their birthday, they get a card and they get a treat, a doggy treat. They'll go out and buy them tons of presents, but they'll get a new toy, a new doggy toy for their birthday, and they'll get some treats and a card. I got a special dog cake made for my dog. Oh, I've actually seen them in the pet shop over here. You can actually, the pet shop here, you can actually even get like dog pizzas and burgers and things like that. The favourite treat for our dogs, believe it or not, out of anything, is plain pork sausages. They will eat. They love them. Oh, my inventory's full again. It only felt like 30 seconds ago that I emptied it. It's because I'm picking up flowers and things. I think it's filling it. This is just for dogs and treats. You can't go wrong with treats for dogs. And I was a engineer for a dog food factory. Basically for a long time. As I repaired like all the machinery every time it broke. Specifically conveyor belts. Yeah. And I used to get like all the free dog food treats and stuff, like, you know, that hadn't come out yet and things like that. That was always pretty cool. Right, so how long have we been doing it? Oh, 3.5 hours now. Right, so I think I'm going to do this section. I think I'm going to call it a day for a stream. We'll just do one more strip, and then I think... Oh, I will do some work on it off camera in a bit, because I'm getting a little bit peckish, and I'm not lying, my little fingers actually starting to go numb. See, holding the mouse pad constantly. Just for, oh yeah, I did think that your brain coral's like out of stock in your shop. Are you going to work on restocking that? I'm going to be on in a bit later. Anyway, I'm just going to go for a quick break and stuff. I'm just going to come off a stream, and I'm going to get a drink and chill out for a little bit and see if I can get some blood flow back into my finger. So, if you want to pop over, I'll give you the guided tour of my base if you like. Later on, if you've got time. If not, no real worries. Right, right, I'm gonna empty my inventory now. I know I just did it, but when I come back on, I'd like it to be empty, and I'm gonna have to go back to my starter base to go and... Yeah, it depends how long you get. That's why I thought that. Because I know you can be like time restricted. Yep, right, okay, so I still have a lot of work to do. Let's just... I did that bit last night. I did all that and turned it from that square stuff. And I think I did not bad with that area. I think it looks quite Minecrafty. So that's what I'm sort of thinking. If I can do... Yeah, look, see how it just looks like a big square. I've still got, like, I'm quite far behind. I'd never planned to do terraforming. I've still got, like, this island to do. This has got to be terraformed. And oh, look, I've got a village over there. Hello. And that'd be alright if it's a backup village. I've got all that area to fill in, that chunk. I might just torch that up and then block it off, actually. Bring all this round here. Some more buildings to put in. Not sure why there's 9 golem down here. There's 9 golem down here. That means there's the light level's not great. I may have broke a torch at some point. I'll have to check that out in a bit. Right, anyway, so thank you very much for watching. I'm going to head off. And if you're online tonight, I'll probably catch you at some point and say hello. Well, message you hello anyway. So, right. Yep. Bye for now. I'll see you all later. Take care.